And man,
What'd you say?
I got some good questions. Now, if the brother said he's ready, so I got some disability. So, but now, so when he comes in, I'm gonna just let him build from there.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's start now, because by the time you get in, the people should be ready, because it do start real slow.
Now it says live already. So
so 5 people is in here so far.
So it is live. You started already.
Yeah, we live. Talk to us.
Okay.
Talk to the people, man.
Oh, okay. Peace. Thank you for being the early arrivals. We got a bill today that if you from New York, you got to be in the building. We're gonna deal with New York history with one of the brothers, brother Conrad Tillerd, who has his resume cuts right through some of the most historic periods in Harlem over the last 30 years. So we want to see what his views are on the mayoral race with Eric Adams, Mamdani, and just a whole bunch of other issues related to religion, spirituality, his current connections and belief systems, and just we want to see what that brother has been up to.
Yeah, don't forget he's hardcore. You know the cloth that he come from, the cloth he come out of. He's hardcore.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
but like many brothers, right now, Christianity. I don't want to say right now, and I would imagine this is his new lifelong commitment. But he's currently a Christian minister. So it will be interesting to see how those two compare. Similar to the bill Jabari had with our other brother who took a similar journey. So I'm very interested in being on board. So for you new arrivals, get your questions ready. Or if you want to throw something in the chat that you want to make a part of the build, or if you want to have a question that you want to make sure we ask, feel free.
Yeah, brother. So we waiting, y'all. Just be patient. My brother Herman told me we need to go live. By the time he come in, we could have the house with the people in it. So we was just talking on the side. I said, yo, we could go live and talk about that. So I was saying to my brother that when you look at the bigger names on YouTube, let's say look at Tariq Nasheed, you look at Umar Johnson, you look at brother sa.neter, Kwame Brown. You got to mention Kwame Brown, because when Kwame Brown came on the scene, he was pulling in numbers like 8,000 people watching him, 10,000 people watching him. I don't know if you remember, but see, he made that mistake too. I'm the first one that made the mistake, because everybody, they was all coming at sa.neter first. The trolls and the people hating hard, and they was trying to come up off of your name. So they was coming at me, banging on me. The biggest mistake I made, Herm, was to respond back to them and to go back at them, because all it did was blew them up. It made them like, oh, sweat, who's sa.neter talking about? I want to go see, because, it dawned on me that our people love the drama. We love the drama. You see what I'm saying? We love that. So I'm gonna go see the drama. Who's going at it today? So look at that. So with me, it was me and Hassan was attacking me, and I would go back at him. And then when I came at him, people would get mad at me because they would say, Hassan was clever. Shout out to Hassan. He was clever when he would use the tactic of him being raped or molested. And that's how he got the heart of the females and the women. And they would say, why are you going at him, son? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, oh man. So I'm the first one that went at Hassan, right? But now when you look at Umar Johnson, who is Umar Johnson? Troller that goes at Umar every day, brother.
Now hold up now we got to keep history accurate now.
Uh-huh.
Now you say you're the first to go at Hassan.
Yes, I am.
Now I'm gonna tell you about a time when someone else went at Hassan and you took Hassan's back and you was trying to hold him down. And yeah, I guess, yeah. Because to be honest, if you want to talk about who was the first, and I don't say this with any kind of pride, but it was an important issue at the time. But sa.neter, to be honest, I was the first to go at.
No, you wasn't. Nah.
Can I remind you?
Yeah, remind me.
Do you remember the Alhambra ballroom?
Yes.
When Hassan was in the building?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first issues I tried to raise, that was early on, man, when him and Ron Savage was going at it. And he was at it with Ron Savage, and he's ugly, he's this. Now, these are both men that are coming forward about being raped or abused by the same person. And that's, I'm from old school. You have an issue with a man, you have an opportunity to have him in front of you. And I believe I approached him with it respectfully. I said, brother, we support you both. Can you tone down some of your attacks on that other brother? So that was one of the first, and I got jumped on. And sa.neter, you was the one jumping. You was right in that ballroom while Captain Cesaria and Irritated Genie and half the small crowd was kind of getting at me. Oh, this ain't the time. This ain't the this. But I was kind of one of the first to say, brother Hassan, the way you doing it, and then I think since we wasn't all on board, again, everybody was like, what you experienced, I was the first. Why are you going at that brother? Why are you this? Irrespective of what.
No harm. I got to cut you off. That's not the same thing. You just was going against a statement or something that he was making. And he ain't make videos going back at you, banging at you, brother. That's totally different. What I'm saying is, when I went at him, we was going at it, brother. We were banging, brother. We was banging.
But
so no, you wasn't. No, hold on.
That's the only thing.
I was the first because you wasn't going at him in a way where you was trying to tear him or bang on him or get people to see him and expose him. You wasn't doing that. I was going at him to tear him, to rag him, to expose him, just like he was doing the same to me. That's what I mean, the battle. I was the first one. And now guess what? Everybody that went against me, guess what? They all now is going at him. That the people that went against me now, and they were saying, now you see, they said, damn, sa.neter was right. You see? So now let's take it a step further. Look at Dr. Umar. When I say the bigger names that's out there now, all of us have trolls, man. I think I got the majority of the trolls because I'm the godfather. So you know what I'm saying? I'm the godfather. So, I'm going to have more of the bullets coming at me. You see Nepal in the chat, she said sa.neter was the first. And she right. Now, when you look at Dr. Umar, who is Dr. Umar's troll? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Brother Lennon Honor. I mean, he has made it's almost scary, man. It's on an obsessive level at this point. That the way he goes at Dr. Umar, I mean, and this is a brother with 5 children, married. I'm like, how you got that much time to research another man and to commit that level of study and research, but he does it, and it's almost.
He got children like that, but the age is between what?
Now the ages I don't know, but I know he has 5, and I think at least 3 of them are boys. And when I don't even say boys, they're probably men now. I think they're teenagers, 20s. And I only mention that to say that this is a family man. Now some of your trolls, like I didn't want to give them shine by even mentioning their name. Yeah, and most of them are single or in some little room somewhere, and that's what they're doing.
Right.
But if you got a whole life and you still got time to troll somebody, that's a little bit. you know. But hey, it goes with the territory, man. You
Damn. So
can't
all of us got a now we got Leonard Honor. Now let's go to Tariq Nasheed. Who is Tariq Nasheed, number one troll that bangs on him every day, brother?
now.
Just
That's
like Leonard, just like Leonard do Umar, Tariq got a goddamn inset out there that trolls on him every day. Who is it?
that is Brother Bay, the
Taharka.
more with the hat. Yeah,
every day. Taharka
Well,
used to bang on me every day. Every day. But what happened? Look. I slipped it up. I'm not responding to you. I'm not responding to you. So he moved over to Umar. Let me go and get Tyreek. Tyreek jumped out the window. See, I learned late. I wish I had somebody in front of me so I could have learned from them. But I'm the one that set the tempo. I learned a little late. Do not respond to the troll. All you're going to do is blow them up, make them bigger than who they are. People want to see the gutter stuff. That's what they want. They want to see the gutter stuff. More
now,
so
there's an interesting connection between him going at you and him going at Tariq. Now, you know, Bay came here to New York, and I saw I think he's in New York now, to be honest.
Who?
But remember, he came to New York. Yeah, I think one of his last drops. He said, "I'm in New York with my family." So I think this is within a day or so. Now, he came to 125th with his son. And no, y'all had banter. Now, at that time, there wasn't any tensions between you two.
Who?
But he came Bay. But he came
right.
And but he came to 125th, your stomping grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now he tried to duplicate the same thing with Tariq for content, but that didn't end well. Remember, that was the time that,
right.
Tariq kind of smacked him. So the thing is, I try to mention that because some brothers don't separate this YouTube from reality. So he rolled up on Tariq like he thought he was going to be able to roll up on you and have some banter and back and forth and hey, ha. But Tariq put your beats on him. And I think from that moment on, he took it to a whole new level. And you can almost understand that. You get physically assaulted, but you go into a man's business now. You've been clowning him for months. Now you're going to take an airplane ride over to his place and you think it's going to be fun and games?
Right.
So my thing is
you're trying to stop his business and all of that?
Yeah, no, not just stop his business. He's trying to ruin his name, discredit him.
Yeah.
So you don't think there's going to be a level of hostility and anger built up?
Of course.
And now you're going to show up in somebody's face and you think you're not going to do something?
Can you imagine if Dr. Umar Johnson and Leonard was to end up in the same block and they bump heads? Can you imagine? I think Umar will go to jail, bro. I think he will go to jail for this because there's so much built up in him. He's like, damn, this nigga done exposed my every move. He stopped my money. I got to get this. I got to do something about this dude, man.
Yeah, because I tell you, people better realize, don't type anything or don't say anything on this internet stuff that you're not prepared to say in the man's face. But like Mike Tyson said, social media, I'm paraphrasing, got people real comfortable with being disrespectful and not getting punched in the face for it. Yeah, being disrespectful and not getting punched in the face. Yeah. So that's why people get on here and and even I'll have exchanges, but I bet I won't say nothing on YouTube that if a man ain't standing it. Back to Hassan. That's why my issue, he was there and man to man, brother, this is the issue. That's how men have to get back to dealing with each other. Because if not, you just yelling into a phone and you posting up and all that, and then that brother, you run into that brother somewhere. Mm-hmm. That's not a good thing. Don't say anything on these cameras that you're not prepared to stand on it when you see or if you see that individual. We need to get back to that.
Right. Did you see the situation that happened with this couple I don't know what city it was in. I forgot what city. It was a man, his children, and his wife. And they was walking down the street. And before that happened, because they went on a vacation. And so before that happened, they had an altercation on the internet with somebody, and they was really going at it and disrespecting each other. And when the dude seen him, he ran up on them and shot both of them. Did you hear about that? You ain't hear about that? Did anybody hear about that in the chat? See, Nepal heard about it. They were in died in Las Vegas. Yep. There it is right there on the screen. Yeah, they got killed in Las Vegas, man. Come on, think about that, man. You know, and that right there, man, that should make people think. You know? Oh, he said they were from Phoenix, but they got killed in Las Vegas. Damn.
Yeah, we don't know what a lot of these people are dealing with beneath the surface. Even, brother, before the internet, you get cut off wrong on the highway. Brothers was pulling out. So if a person is at that breaking point, it ain't going to take much. So whether it be a side remark or an attack online, now that's never a logical or reasonable response. Now, 2 people are dead and he's spending the rest of his life in jail. So now, of course, if he thought that out rationally, but guess what? Some of this stuff bypasses your rational ability. All it is that anger, that rage, and now you got that person in front of you. The average person without any kind of self-control and discipline, they're gonna act out. Now, a verbal exchange, a verbal encounter, I mean, that's within reason. But now, when you at the point where you trying to physically unalive someone, and even some of this stuff, and these brothers are always inviting each other for, yo, man, you name the place, let's just get it on.
Right.
Even though I haven't seen one of these things take place yet. But yeah, I mean, even that.
That's why I chilled down a little bit. I said, man, let me chill, because I'll take a trip to the Chi, and I want to be able to walk them streets like I've been doing. So I go through the Chi and all that, Chicago or Detroit. I ain't never been in Detroit, but I've been to the Chi a few times, and in California a couple of times, but I ain't never been to Detroit. That's where Inky's at.
Detroit, but Cali, man. Cali is a whole.
I went to Cali.
Cali is a whole other animal, man.
Hey, in fact, not only did I go to Cali, but before I left Cali, I visited your ex wife house. I went to visit your ex-wife.
I was getting ready to mention that. I was back and forth to Cali for about a few years. Right. Lamont Park.
And when I was at Lamont Park. Oh, you was there?
Yeah.
When she see me in Lamont Park, she hit me up with the text. Yo, man, you need to come through. You need to come through. And so, she remarried, of course, with her and her husband. And I think she had a child there with her. It was a little child there. So I came there. I interviewed her husband, and all of that. And she made me a nice snack to take on the plane, brother. Nice snack. I was like, wow, this is what's up right here. Yeah.
Well, the real background story is I called her and told her you was going to be in California.
Oh, you called.
Okay. And that's when she texted you and you all got that going. Yeah. So when I was engaged to Akabul on mine, I was back and forth to Cali at least 2-3 times a year. So I got to really get a feel for that state. And I tell you, man, California, I think it's one of the most beautiful states in the United States.
So you said, hold on. So you're saying when you was engaged with her, you was going back and forth to Cali at least 3 times a year. How was that for you, brother? The long distance relationship, her being from Cali and you over here. How was that for you?
It was rough. That's why I finally convinced her to move to New York. But yeah, it's, a long distance relationship is always going to have its challenges. Mm-hmm. But it had a beautiful side. It opened up a whole new place that I would have never had a chance to experience on that level. And so many things California was ahead of, like with the bags and the recycling. They were doing that years before New York got on that. And with cannabis, they was So the California vibe,
it was on it. It was on it already.
They on this futuristic kind of stuff compared to the rest of the nation. So I really enjoyed getting to see Cali up close and firsthand and experiencing.
I was at the spot too, what you talked about in California, where all the black members be. Yeah, I was there. Did you get to meet the elder lady? She was a jazz singer.
I saw several elders. I don't remember seeing the jazz.
What was her name, Nepal? And we went into her place. She had a nice little studio and everything.
Yeah.
With a lot of professional jazz players.
Yeah, there's a very artistic community out there as well, and the weather is conducive to all year round. You can be engaging people publicly. Performers are out, so there are things you don't have the seasonal disruptions like here in New York. So Cali is like pretty much all year round. You can have different festivals and events. You can bend all year round. You can do things that you're much more limited in other parts of the country.
Right. So I don't know, man. What do you think, man? When we go, if Brother Conrad come through, I'm gonna end this live and we're gonna, because I already got the other one ready. We're gonna just right on the other one. So it won't have all this stuff on his video. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, that makes sense. I just thought, but the people make sure they're clear that whoever has come in the building, they got to shift right over to the
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for everybody where they just click the link and come right over to the next one. So I'm waiting on them now.
You haven't dropped that link yet, though, right?
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right, you ready? You forgot to text me your email, brother.
Send it. Okay, we'll take it down right now. I'm driving.
Okay, all right.
It's easy. It's easy. All right.
Yes, go ahead.
Tillard.
Tillard.
No, T as in Tillard. My last name. Tillard.
ARD.
Yeah. And my Tillerd Conrad, my first name, at gmail.com. Tillerd Conrad at gmail.com.
Okay, I'm on it right now. I'm on your link right now.
All right, send it to me right now.
Okay, brother. Oh man, it's about to be on now. About to be on. Yeah. Let me send him this link.
And he said he's taking all questions, so I haven't.
Yeah, hey, her man, you better be ready. You know, this brother, he took over the Nation of Islam right after Khalid was let loose from his credit card.
Right.
He had to step in some big shoes to fill, brother. You know,
true.
Khalid Muhammad was terminated from his post. Conrad had to step in after that. So, you know, the brother military, you come from a strong background, brother.
Yeah, that was a very tumultuous time period, man. Very tumultuous. So I'm hoping to ask him a few questions about that as well.
Yeah, let me send him the link, and then I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so everybody can come over. Talk to the people while I do this real quick.
Okay. So yeah, that's among the questions. And after you drop the link, I want to call. We have a long-term friend, and he's a client friend of mine, but a long-term friend of legendary jazz bassist Ron Carter and brother Conrad Tillerd have been friends for like 30 some odd years. So I wanted to get a chance to call him real quick. Maybe he'll get a chance to tune in when the Conrad comes up. But yeah, he stepped in right after Khalid was sat down or removed as minister of Mosque number 7. And, you know, brother Hafiz was been in that position. Number 7, that minister holding that post from the time.
Number 7 was no joke, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, you in Harlem? You in the middle of Harlem? Brother, that's a heavy load, bro.
That's a heavy load.
That Malcolm X spirit, that Khalid energy, all of that.
So to hold that post, the whole community, that's some boots, man. That the whole community see how much, if any, of those boots you can fill. So there's a lot. I would imagine there's a level of pressure on any brother that is blessed to ascend to that position. The current minister, Brother Arthur, Brother Arthur. Brother Arthur. That's the thing I like about the ascension process with the Nation of Islam.
But who's
They
the
choose the
minister
brothers
now?
that
'Cause I
can put the
don't.
work.
Who is the minister now, though?
Brother Arthur Muhammad. Now, I'm going to say
I
something
know
to
him.
you. I'm going to say something to you. And if you don't know this, because that brother, I'm going to say he was a vendor, but vending was one of the things he did. He was the brother that popularized a fish in a pocket. And when those were being sold, he was the brother that, he couldn't keep them. That's how popular that food item was. And he helped with the vendors on 125th. He was instrumental in help organizing them to hold the line. Now, eventually, Giuliani did his maneuvering and divide and conquer. He got a lot of the African vendors to go to 116th Street, where they currently are today, in the African Mart on 116th Street. But Brother Arthur Muhammad was one of the strong brothers who stood with the vendors and did everything in his power to try to keep them organized and there on 125th Street. That was among the many of the beneficial things he contributed to in our Harlem community.
All right, everybody, I'm dropping the link. We're going live right now. I'm dropping the link. Here's the link right there. The link is in the chat, Herm. You see it? I need everybody to hit that link. I'm going to end this stream right here, and we're going live.
Okay, I'm going to end this too. I think I got to close this out before I can see it, but I'm coming right back up.
Peace.
Peace.